My best friend made me a girl for a night. What started as a playful joke between two best friends would soon turn into one of the most memorable nights of my life. Maya and I had been inseparable for years, and she often teased me, saying that with just a bit of makeup and the right outfit, I could pass as her twin. I'd laugh it off every time, brushing off her silly ideas. That was until her sister Emma's annual masquerade party rolled around. The night began just like any other. Maya and I sat in her room, choosing her outfit, planning hairstyles, and brainstorming which accessories would add the right amount of flair. The theme was mysterious doubles, and everyone was encouraged to show up as someone other than themselves. As we laughed about costumes and characters, Maya's eyes lit up with a mischievous glint. She looked at me, holding up a sparkling red dress, and said with a playful smirk, "I dare you." I paused, feeling a mix of excitement and nervousness bubbling up. It wasn't like me to dress up, let alone try something this daring, but Maya's enthusiasm was contagious, and something inside me stirred, a curiosity to step out of my comfort zone and try something completely unexpected. "All right," I said with a grin, taking the dress from her hands. "Let's do this." With that, the adventure began. Maya was ecstatic, practically bouncing with excitement as she led me to her room. She pulled out boxes of makeup, shoes, accessories, and a set of wigs she had stashed away, filling the room with color and energy. It felt surreal, watching her arrange everything, as if she was about to create a whole new person. "Okay," she began, her voice filled with anticipation. "First, we need to get you dressed." She handed me the dress, a fitted off-shoulder gown in deep, shimmery red that sparkled in the light. It was far more daring than anything I'd ever worn, yet I couldn't help but feel a thrill as I slipped it on. The material hugged my frame perfectly, making me feel elegant and oddly powerful. I looked in the mirror and barely recognized myself, even before the makeup began. Maya grinned, giving me a playful nudge. "The dress looks perfect on you, but we're just getting started." Next, she began the makeup. She started with foundation, carefully blending it to give my skin an even, soft look. Then she applied a hint of blush and contour to bring out my cheekbones, making my face appear sharper and more refined. She added dark, smoky eyeshadow, carefully lining my eyes and coating my lashes with mascara. With each layer, I watched as my features transformed, blending into something mysterious and captivating. "Close your eyes," she instructed as she reached for a tube of lipstick. I felt the smooth swipe of a bold red across my lips, perfectly matching the dress. When I opened my eyes, I could barely believe what I saw. A stranger, confident and alluring, stared back at me from the mirror. To complete the look, Maya placed a long, dark wig on my head, adjusting it until it looked completely natural. The hair cascaded over my shoulders, framing my face in a way that felt both foreign and strangely empowering. I wasn't just dressed up. I was becoming someone else. I took a deep breath, feeling the weight of the disguise sink in. I felt a rush of excitement mixed with nerves, wondering how it would feel to step out into the world looking like this. Maya sensed my apprehension and placed a reassuring hand on my shoulder. "You look incredible," she said, beaming with pride. "No one will recognize you. Tonight, you're my mysterious cousin from out of town." With a wink and a playful smile, Maya grabbed my hand, leading me toward the party that awaited downstairs. The room was filled with people, each dressed in elaborate costumes and masks. The laughter, music, and chatter created a lively atmosphere, and I felt a thrill as I stepped into the crowd, knowing that no one here knew who I truly was. Maya introduced me as her cousin Emilia, and everyone accepted it without question. People were friendly and curious, asking me questions about where I was from and how long I'd be in town. I could hardly believe how smoothly the disguise was working. With each interaction, I grew bolder, responding with confidence and charm, allowing myself to fully embrace the role. Maya's friends came over, eager to meet the mysterious cousin. As we talked, I felt my usual self-consciousness melting away, replaced by a sense of freedom I hadn't anticipated. I found myself laughing more easily, speaking without hesitation, and even flirting playfully with a few people who seemed genuinely intrigued by Emilia. I caught a glimpse of Maya watching me from across the room, a proud smile on her face as she saw me settling into the role. She raised a glass in a silent toast, and I couldn't help but grin back. She had always been the more adventurous one, but tonight I was stepping into that daring side, and I was loving every minute of it. As the night continued, I found myself on the dance floor, moving with a confidence I didn't know I possessed. The music pulsed around me, and I felt completely immersed in the moment. The disguise had given me a sense of liberation, a chance to express a side of myself I'd rarely allowed to surface. By the time midnight approached, I had almost forgotten that I wasn't actually Emilia. It felt natural, as if this version of myself had always been there, waiting for a chance to be let out. The people I met treated me differently. They saw me as confident, charming, and carefree, and I began to wonder if I could carry even a small part of that feeling back into my everyday life. Near the end of the night, as the party started to wind down, Maya and I sat together, taking a break from the excitement. She looked at me with a knowing smile. "So, what did you think?" she asked, her eyes twinkling. I took a deep breath, realizing how much I'd learned about myself in just a few hours. I think there's more to me than I thought," I said quietly. "I didn't know I could feel this free." She nodded, squeezing my hand. "You've always had it in you. Sometimes it just takes a little disguise to bring it out." As we sat there, I knew that I didn't want to lose the confidence I'd found tonight. I wanted to remember this feeling and carry it with me, even if it meant stepping out of my comfort zone more often. When we finally returned to Maya's room, she helped me peel off the makeup, remove the wig, and change back into my regular clothes. As I looked into the mirror, I saw my familiar reflection staring back, yet I knew I'd changed in ways that couldn't be undone. There was a new light in my eyes, a quiet strength I hadn't noticed before. I wasn't just myself. I was also the person I had become that night, a version of me who was unafraid to take risks and embrace something different. Maya smiled as she noticed my expression, giving me a knowing nod. "See, I told you it would be fun," she said softly. "And maybe you've learned a thing or two about yourself, too." I laughed, feeling a warm sense of gratitude for the experience. "Yeah," I replied. "I think I'll keep a little bit of Emilia with me." As I left her house that night, I felt a quiet thrill, knowing I'd discovered a side of myself I hadn't known existed. The adventure may have ended, but the memory and the transformation would stay with me, reminding me that sometimes the best parts of ourselves are just waiting to be uncovered.